This is Lily, and math class is not going too well for her. I mean, all those numbers, diagrams, and sequences, who would use those numbers anyway? Obviously, the best way to make sure this lesson does not go to complete waste is to start doodling. She's drawing squares, obviously, but can you see the spiral that she's been drawing through them?
Yes, this spiral represents the Fibonacci sequence. The Fibonacci sequence is a mathematical series of numbers where the next number is found by adding up the two numbers before it. The perfect example is this drawing. The sum of the smaller squares are the big squares. This is represented by drawing a spout from one corner of the square to another, which turns out to be a spiral that widens as it gets bigger.
Okay, so school is over now. At home, Lily decides to go to the beach. To get to the beach, she has to make her way through her garden. Oh, look, a sunflower. Those are not common in winter.
Look more closely. Can you see the pattern in the stamen? Another representation of the Fibonacci sequence, but this time in a sunflower. Your average sunflower has about 34 petals in one direction and 55 in another. There are numbers found back to back in the Fibonacci sequence. Some sunflowers can have smaller numbers and even larger numbers than this, though it depends on the individual plant. The other picture is a pine cone. You know, the backs of this pine cone are also evidence of the Fibonacci sequence and are similar to the sunflower seed formation.
Finally, the beach.
The Fibonacci sequence is present in the ocean too. Believe it or not, even those waves you love to surf on follow a mathematical pattern. If you look closely at this wave, its base spirals out towards the tip in a perfect Fibonacci spiral. Perhaps the most famous example of all is the Fibonacci sequence expressed in a Nautilus shell. If you place squares next to one another in which each new square has the width of the next number in the Fibonacci sequence, the resulting formation is a spiral that appears exactly in the Nautilus. Then there's the hermit crab. Its shell too forms a perfect Fibonacci spiral.
As you can now see, Fibonacci can affect many aspects of our lives. It can be seen throughout our whole world, particularly evident in nature. As Lily lives her daily life, she sees that Fibonacci is evident in many of her favorite things, and learns to appreciate math for more than just its numbers. Whilst living her daily life, Lily sees that Fibonacci is evident in many of her favorite things. This sequence is not just a jumble of numbers, it is this flower as well. It is where math and nature combine. It increases our understanding of the natural world because with this sequence we can understand and predict the patterns of the natural organisms that inhabit our planet. That is why math is more than just numbers.